And we've got 2 minutes until our next game. The Minnesota Prep Diplomat Lions versus the Trinity International Thunder. Yesterday, Minnesota Prep kicked off the event by defeating Balboa School. And Trinity International lost a heartbreaker 47-46 to Veritas on a last-second shot. Projected starters for the, home team, Trinity International. Dacian Nix, number 1. Kevin Giles, number 3. Marlon Leston, number 10. Madeet Moo, number 2, moves into the starting lineup for today. And Jabari Williams, number 5, also in the starting lineup. They are replacing Zaba Bengala and Gabriel War. Gabriel War is wearing number 12 today instead of 22. And Minnesota Prep. Yes, and Minnesota Prep projected starters Aaron Moore, number 5. Richard Edwards, number 12. Adrian Sprinkles, 22. Lakai Patterson, 25. And Amon Decker, 32. I'm confused because Minnesota Prep is in white, so I'm assuming Minnesota Prep is the home team. Yes, Minnesota Prep is the home team, and Trinity International is the visitor. So Minnesota Prep in white trimmed in black and gray. Trinity International in blue trimmed in white and yellow. So we'll go to public announce for the starting assignments. All right, so we are about ready for the second game of day 2 of the Rising Sun Showcase. Trinity Prep, Trinity International out on the floor. Now Minnesota Prep also out on the floor. All right, so jumping center will be Marlon Leston versus Amon Decker. Minnesota Prep controls the opening tip. Aaron Moore, left baseline, gets it out of the corner. He was trapped there, but he got out. Back to Lakai Patterson. Lakai Patterson, short jumper, no good. Rebound. Jabari Williams for Trinity. Dacian Nix into the front court. Nix near the jump circle, being guarded by Richard Edwards. Tray ball no good. Jabari Williams with the offensive rebound. And Madit Moo on the baseline, 4-3 for Trinity. 3-0. Trinity International leads Minnesota Prep. Lakai Patterson guarded by Dacian Nix. Now they switch off, and they'll probably switch a lot. Adrian Sprinkles, tray ball is good. It'll be interesting to see how Trinity guards Lakai Patterson, a big physical point guard. Air ball for Trinity, offensive rebound. Kevin Giles, and he is fouled by Amon Decker. That is the first on Decker, team first on Minnesota Prep. So the basket is good by Kevin Giles. Here comes the and one free throw. It's no good. Adrian Sprinkles with the rebound. 5-3, Trinity on top. Sprinkles shot is blocked by Jabari Williams. Strong rebound by Marlon Leston. Dacian Nix behind the back. Now he fires a pass to Kevin Giles. He goes baseline. He gets cut off. Back up top to Marlon Leston. Dacian Nix kicks it to Madit Moo all alone. Tray ball, no good. Lakai Patterson with the rebound for Minnesota Prep. And Madit Moo is just too small to guard Lakai Patterson. Patterson goes straight into the lane, misses the shot, gets the offensive rebound. So it'll be very interesting to see what Trinity will do to try to slow down Lakai Patterson. Basket good on the baseline, Jabari Williams. 7-5, Trinity on top. Almost stolen there by Dacian Nix. Decker to Adrian Sprinkles. Sprinkles into the lane. He gets triple teamed, and it's stolen by Nix. Nix tries to split a double team. Cross court to Moo. Madit Moo, it's no good. And no, I wasn't trying to move, folks. But yeah, I just want to see was the shot going to go, and it didn't. But anyway, Madit Moo, I'm not trying to mess with his name, I promise. Baseline, Richard Edwards' reverse layup is good. And we got a timeout on the floor. That kind of caught me off guard. That's a Trinity International 30-second timeout with the score tied at 7. We're going to have a couple of subs come in for Trinity International after this timeout. But in the early going, my question will be for Trinity International, how do you guard Lakai Patterson? He's big, he's physical, he loves punishing smaller guards, and Madit Moo has been guarding him quite a bit. But into the contest for Trinity, number 13, Zaba Bengala, and number 14, Enrique Baez. In for Minnesota Prep, number 1, Jawan Grant. And Grant quickly picks up a steal. He gets to Aaron Moore. Euro, he gets around Nix, no good. Amon Decker, offensive rebound tip, no good. And here comes Dacian Nix, other direction. Nix goes baseline, finger roll, no good. He gets the offensive rebound. The tip is no good. Aaron Moore clears it for Minnesota Prep. Moore, floater in the lane, no good, but he is fouled. A foul committed by number 3, Kevin Giles, his first team's first. And so to the free throw line, shooting 2, Aaron Moore from Minnesota Prep. He gets the first one. Marlon Leston into the game for Trinity, replacing Enrique Baez. Aaron Moore with his second free throw coming up. And he makes the second. 9-7. Minnesota Prep on top. Quickly into the front court is Trinity. Almost stolen by Aaron Moore, but he's called for a foul instead. First foul on Moore. That's the second foul on Minnesota Prep. Into the contest for Trinity, Madit Mu replacing Kevin Giles. Zaba Bengala being guarded by Aaron Moore. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Daisha Nix, step back. No good from the elbow. Rebound, Minnesota Prep. Aaron Moore, short. Jawan Grant with the offensive rebound. Aaron Moore on the attack again, and he's fouled. Foul committed by Zaba Bengala. That is his first team second. And to the free throw line, shooting a pair, Aaron Moore. Aaron Moore misses the first. Kevin Giles in for Trinity, replacing Jabari Williams. Aaron Moore, second free throw coming up, and it's long. Zaba Bengala with the rebound for Trinity. Bengala drives baseline, and we've got a hell ball. The arrow favors Trinity. No. Arrow. Yes, arrow does favor Trinity. Yes, arrow favors Trinity. Excuse me. I got confused there for a second. Guys, we gotta play, man. 6 seconds on the shot clock. I don't think Bengala noticed it. Nix drives, and they throw it away. So where are you going? We had a turnover. You can either call it a shot clock violation or because Nix threw it out of bounds. Either way, the ball goes back to Minnesota Prep. Leading by 2, 9-7. It's early. 10-14 left in the first half. Amon Decker, free throw line jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Richard Edwards, no good. And the tip, who tipped that? Aaron Moore with the tip. I have no idea how he got his hand on that, but he did, and score it for Minnesota Prep. They're up 4, 11-7. A little weave action up top there by Trinity International. And Madit Moot is just not where he's supposed to be. Tray ball on the way, no good by Kevin Giles. Loose ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Trinity. So Jabari Williams into the contest replacing Madit Mu, who totally got lost on the last play. And it contributed to a bad shot there by Trinity. Minnesota Prep basketball. Lakai Patterson, no good. Rebound, Jabari Williams. for Trinity. Dacian Nix blocked by Moore. Nix with the offensive rebound and the putback. Juwan Grant, tray ball is good for Minnesota Prep. 14-9, Diplomat Lions on top of the Thunder. Dacian Nix, shot no good. Juwan Grant in transition to Lakai Patterson. Blocked by Baez. And then Richard Edwards is blocked by Baez. Good sequence defensively there for Baez. Zaba Bengala in to replace Marlon Leston for Trinity International. Adrian Sprinkles in the lane. No good. Rebound, Dacian Nix. He gets it to Zaba Bengala. It's one-on-one. Bengala Euro steps, and I think he's fouled. A foul committed by Richard Edwards, his first. Team third. So then that means 13 got fouled. Zaba Bengala for three, no good. Richard Edwards with the rebound. And Coach Lucas Patterson says hold the ball. Slow it down a little bit. Run a set. Leading by 5, 14-9. Adrian Sprinkles, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound. Dacian Nix had it for a moment. Out of bounds, last touched by Minnesota Prep. So Coach Locke making a lot of substitutions. Marlon Leston back in the contest. I think he replaced, let's see, who did he replace? Move up, Kevin. Move up, Kevin. I'm not sure who he replaced, but anyway, Marlon Leston back into the game. Floater up, no good. Kevin Giles. Dacian Nix picks up the long rebound. Nix floater is no good. Jabari Williams had the rebound for a moment, lost it out of bounds. Madit Mu into the contest for Trinity, replacing Dacian Nix. Nix just has not gotten untracked yet. He's got 2 so far. 7:06 left in the first half. Stolen by Trinity, stolen back by Richard Edwards, reverse layup, and he's fouled. I think that's Marlon Leston. Nope, that was Jabari Williams. That is his first team's third on Trinity. So Richard Edwards will go to the free throw line, and he will shoot 2. And he missed the first. 14-9, Minnesota Prep up by 5. 7 minutes left in the first half. And Edwards makes the second. And we got timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout by Trinity, their second 30-second timeout of the game. And trailing by 6, 15-9. The Thunder just cannot get untracked offensively so far. And part of the reason they haven't been untracked is Dacian Nix has just been out of sorts. He has scored 2 points, but he has not looked like the Dacian Nix we've become accustomed to. He does have 4 rebounds, but he has 0 assists so far and 1 turnover. And simply put, as Nix goes, so goes Trinity International. All right, so Gabriel War into the contest. He goes for the dunk. He missed it. Richard Edwards goes coast to coast. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Trinity. Adrian Sprinkles triggers for Minnesota Prep. James Flippin is blocked by Jabari Williams. Flippin gets it back. Dacian Nix picks up the long loose ball. And he is fouled on the drive by Lakai Patterson. Foul on Lakai Patterson. That is his first, team fourth. Nix misses the first. One more free throw coming for Dacian Nix. He missed both. James Flippin with the rebound for Minnesota Prep. Lakai Patterson, and we've got a timeout. Lucas Patterson. Got another 30-second timeout. This one by Minnesota Prep, their first timeout of the half. 6 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the first half, and our score is Minnesota Prep 15, Trinity International 9. So neither team looking very polished offensively. Just as Trinity has struggled, so has Minnesota Prep. This is the game that I was expecting to be a little bit higher scoring than this. You got a couple of teams that normally are pretty good offensively. Dacian Nix himself scored 47 points in the game about 3 weeks ago. So he certainly has a lot of firepower. But both teams just look like they're a little out of sorts. So into the contest for Minnesota Prep, Rudy Tahir. Adrian Sprinkles is fouled by Zaba Bengala. That is the second foul on Bengala, the fourth on Trinity. Minnesota Prep retains possession. Rudy Tahir with the basketball. Gets it to Adrian Sprinkles, and shot clock violation. Trinity International with the ball. Dacian Nix walking it up. He gets it to Zaba Bengala. Bengala to Kevin Giles. Back to Dacian Nix. Nix drives. He passes it off to Marlon Leston. Leston is fouled by Adrian Sprinkles. That is the first foul on Sprinkles. The fifth on Minnesota Prep. And to the free throw line, shooting a pair, number 10, Marlon Leston for Trinity. And Leston makes the first. 5:34 left in the first half. And our score is Minnesota Prep 15, Trinity International 10. Leston misses the second free throw. James Flippin with the rebound for Minnesota Prep. Flippin to Adrian Sprinkles, back out to Lakai Patterson. Stolen, Zaba Bengala. And almost stolen back by Lakai Patterson. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Patterson. Trinity will retain. Zaba Bengala blocked by James Flippin. Lakai Patterson, Euro, no good, and he's fouled. And foul committed by Madit Mu. His first foul, the 5th against Trinity. To the free throw line, shooting a pair, Lakai Patterson. He makes the first. He missed the second. Marlon Leston with the rebound for Trinity. What a score there by Zaba Bengala. He cuts the deficit to 4, 16-12. .408 left in the first half. Minnesota Prep up by 4, 16-12. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Flippin at the buzzer. Shot, no good, draws no rim, and so it'll be Trinity's basketball. Zaba Bengala, and he's fouled. Foul committed by Adrian Sprinkles, his second and the 6th on the team this half. And Kevin Giles didn't realize he could catch it in the backcourt. So the basket is good. And the foul is on Giles, who just got confused about the rules there. That's the second foul on Giles, the 6th team foul for Trinity in the first half. And so now Richard Edwards will try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And he does. 19-12. Minnesota Prep on top by 7. And the Thunder throw it out of bounds. Basketball will go back to Minnesota Prep. 3:21 remaining and leading by 7, 19-12. And Edwards travels on the play. .255 left in the first half. And the ball goes back to Trinity. Down 7, 19-12. Daisha Nix to Gabriel War for the dunk. turnover by Minnesota Prep. Trinity International will get the basketball back. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first half. Minnesota Prep up by 5, 19-14. Dacian Nix, tray ball no good. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Trinity. Stolen by Trinity. Then Gala took too many steps. Was he fouled before that? Yes, he was fouled. That foul committed by Amon Decker. That is Decker's second, team 7. Bengala misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Gabriel War with the offensive rebound and the stick back. And so the Thunder have trimmed their deficit to 1, 19-18. Foul committed by Madit Mu, his second, team 7th. Rudy Tahir shoots to 1-and-1 for Minnesota Prep, and he makes the first. So Tahir splits the free throws. So Minnesota Prep up by 2, 20-18. Dacian Nix into the front court. 1 minute left in the first half. And that foul is on Rudy Tahir. His first, team 8th. And so Dacian Nix will go to the free throw line. He makes the first. And Nix ties the game with 2 free throws. 20-20. 50 seconds left in the first half. Adrian Sprinkles breaks down the defense and scores it in the lane. Minnesota Prep back up by 2. Dacian Nix. And he's fouled on the drive. That foul committed by Richard Edwards. That is his second, team 9th. So Nix made the first. And he made both. So Nix is now 4 out of 6 from the free throw line. And we are tied again, this time at 22. About a 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Foul committed by Kevin Giles, his third, team 8th. And front end of the 1-and-1 was missed. It was 12? Okay. Who missed that free throw front end for somewhere? Kai Patterson misses the first free throw, and he makes it the second. Finger roll is good by Zaba Bengala, and that will end the first half. And Trinity International with that basket will take a lead into halftime. Our score is Trinity International 24, Minnesota Prep 23. So the offense has picked up a little bit as the half progressed. Still scoring is depressed a little bit, but Trinity looked much, much better. And as I suspected, when Dacian Nix got a little better engaged, they looked better. He scored 4 points late in the first half, all on free throws, but it just seemed like he got into a better flow. We hope you are enjoying day 2 of the Rising Sun Showcase. Up next at 3 p.m. will be the show, Spire Academy, taking on Arizona Compass. So don't go anywhere. That one should be very entertaining. Everything about Spire Academy is entertaining. We hope you're enjoying this from Glendale Community College, a grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports. We'll be back at about the 3-minute mark to get you ready for the second half. Good from 3. Newton with a beautiful pass to Sekou Seda Kalei. Long rebound. Ahmad Harvey in transition.
With the slam. And Artest was very handsy there. I definitely wanted to call as Armstrong booms one. With the slam.
Front court. Terry Armstrong. Oh, he bounces it. Ball short. Rebound Armstrong. 16-11. Oh! Jones contested. Tyrese Samuel. Here Armstrong to Jimmy Bell for the trunk. Saved by Isanza to here Armstrong, lob to Isanza. Stolen, Pierre Cockrell, he gives it to Malik Tidwell in transition. He lobs it off the glass. Armstrong into the lane, lobs it to Ricky Sanza for another jam. Possession, Cockrell with the steal. Lob off the backboard to 2020. Jumper, no good. Coleman Hawkins with the rebound. Outlets to Pierre Cockrell off the glass to 2020 once again. Just under 3 minutes to go before we start the second half. And our score is Trinity International 24, Minnesota Prep 23. And here is your first half scoring update. Unofficial, of course. For Trinity International, they are led by Zaba Bengala and Dacian Nix with 6 apiece. Followed up by Gabriel War with 4. Madit Mu 3, 2 each for Kevin Giles and Jabari Williams, and Marlon Leston with 1. For Minnesota Prep, they are led by Richard Edwards with 6, followed by Adrian Sprinkles with 5, 4 each for Aaron Moore and Lakai Patterson, and 3 for Jawan Grant, 1 for Rudy Tahir. Trinity International actually did a really good job as the half wore on of slowing down Lakai Patterson. They contained the point guard very well, and usually if you contain the point guard, you can contain the team. Just as Dacian Nix, who got out to a slow start, but then he picked up the pace. And as he picked up the pace, Trinity actually came back and took the lead. So as that was going on, Minnesota Prep was struggling as Lakai Patterson struggled to have his imprint made on the game. Neither of these two teams went to the dressing room for halftime, and you could hear both coaches getting on their teams very hard, but particularly you could hear Lucas Patterson chewing out Minnesota Prep. So we will see if Minnesota Prep and Trinity International can pick up the pace offensively here in the second half. And we will see which point guard has more control over the outcome. That'll be the key story. Will it be Dacian Nix, who only had 6 first half points for Trinity, or will it be Lakai Patterson, who only had 4 first half points for Minnesota Prep? Whichever floor general plays better in the second half just might win the game for his team. Minnesota Prep basketball to start the second half. There was a little discussion over that, but it ended up being Minnesota Prep. And Lakai Patterson continues to struggle. He's called for an offensive foul there. And the basketball will go to Trinity. That is the second foul on Lakai Patterson. And the first on Minnesota Prep in the second half. Dacian Nix. They swing it. They get it to Kevin Giles. Three-pointer, no good. Madit Moo ends up with the offensive rebound. Almost stolen there by Lakai Patterson. Last touch by Jawan Grant. And so Trinity will retain the basketball. 15-14 left in the contest. Trinity is up by 1, 24-23. Dacian Nix, deep left wing, being guarded by Adrian Sprinkles. He gives it to War, to Bengala, to Madit Moo. Back to Dacian Nix. Nix goes baseline to Gabriel War. Gets the shot off just before the shot clock. Then Marlon Leston with the tip, no good. And Minnesota Prep comes out of it with the basketball. Lakai Patterson. Zaba Bengala call for his third foul. That is the first of the second half against Trinity. Jawan Grant with the ball for Minnesota Prep. Lakai Patterson to Jawan Grant for three. It's good. Jawan Grant with his second three of the afternoon, and he gives the lead back to Minnesota Prep, 26-24. Zaba Bengala to Rudy DeHeer. Shot blocked by Jawan Grant. Tray ball. Dacian Nix is good. Nix now with the game high 9. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Trinity. It will stay with Minnesota Prep. And we got a foul on the play. A foul committed by Marlon Leston. His first, team second. Offensive rebound, Richard Edwards. He gets it. Sprinkles. Adrian Sprinkles converts. Lead is back to Minnesota Prep, 28-27. Nix drives, kicks it to Marlon Leston, no good. Jawan Grant with the rebound. He's all alone. Jawan Grant scores in transition. 30-27, Minnesota Prep up by 3. Dacian Nix into the lane. He gets it to Zaba Bengala. Reverse layup, no good. Dacian Nix offensive rebound. And he is fouled. A foul committed by Jawan Grant. That is his first, team second. And Dacian Nix misses the first free throw. Madit Moo into the game for Trinity, replacing Zaba Bengala. makes the second. Kai Patterson drops it off to Adrian Sprinkles. Reverse layup, no good. Gabriel War pulls down the rebound. And War looking for a guard to help him out. He gets it to Madit Mu. Dacian Nix to Mu. And he gets it to Kevin Giles, who travels. Basketball will go to Minnesota Prep. 12-18 left in the contest. And Minnesota Prep on top by 2, 30-28 over Trinity International. Kai Patterson just been sluggish and out of sorts all day today. Trinity now in an active 2-3 zone. Lakai Patterson makes the three ball from the top of the key. The lead is 5, 33-28. Okay, so we've got a full timeout on the floor with 11:52 left to go, and Trinity International down by 5, 33-28. Full timeout call by Greg Lockridge of Trinity. We hope you're enjoying day 2 of the Rising Sun Showcase live from Glendale Community College in Phoenix, Arizona. A grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports. I'm Leroy Watson on play-by-play, and we will be right back.
Watch that next game too. He said in Lamar CT said on these.
Trinity basketball. Trailing by 5. Zaba Bengala. Elbow jumper is good. Amon Decker to Lakai Patterson. Tray ball no good. Tip no good by Jawan Grant. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Minnesota Prep. And note, we've got another official overrides. He says last touched by Trinity. And so Minnesota Prep will retain possession. Lakai Patterson drives, dishes it to Amon Decker. He scores it and is fouled. Foul committed by number 10, Marlon Leston. That is his second and team's third of the second half. And to the free throw line, shooting the and one, Amon Decker. And he missed it. Rebound, Zaba Bengala. Dacian Nix probed the baseline, comes back out. And he is called for the offensive foul. That is the first foul on Dacian Nix. And that is the fourth team foul on Trinity in the second half. Minnesota Prep into the front court. Jawan Grant running the point right now. Richard Edwards, deep left wing to Adrian Sprinkles, top of the key. Long tray, no good. Offensive rebound, Amon Decker. Up and in. Decker working hard on the low block. He's got 4 points all in the second half. And Minnesota Prep now with their largest lead of the game, 7 points. That's how close this contest has been all the way. Madeep Moo kicks it to Marlon Leston. Tray ball, left baseline is good. That's the first made field goal of the game for Marlon Leston. And the lead is 4, 37-33, Minnesota Prep. Adrian Sprinkles is fouled by Zaba Bengala. That's the 4th on Bengala. That is the 5th team foul on Trinity. Jawan Grant, tray ball is good. And so Minnesota Prep looking a lot crisper on offense in this second half, and they've moved out to another 7-point lead, 40-33. Daisha Nix drives the lane, and he is fouled. A foul committed by Amon Decker. That is his 3rd, and the 3rd team foul of the half against Minnesota Prep. Trinity with the ball. Out of bounds, last touch by Sprinkles. 18 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time for Trinity. Zaba Bengala into the contest, replacing Kevin Giles. Daisha Nix, almost stolen by Lakai Patterson. Gabriel War into the contest, replacing Madeep Moo for Trinity. Well, no, Moo replaces Daisha Nix, and War replaces All right, power went down, but we are back. Minnesota Prep basketball. Madeep Moo with the rebound of the missed shot. Zaba Bengala traps. And so we got timeout on the floor, a full timeout called by Trinity International. They only have 1 timeout left with 8 minutes and 32 seconds left to go. And our score is Minnesota Prep 40, Trinity International 33. We hope you're enjoying day 2 of the Rising Sun Showcase. Up next, At about 3 o'clock will be Arizona Compass versus Spire Academy. So stick around. You don't want to miss that. This is a grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports, and we will be right back. Trinity basketball. Almost stolen by Minnesota Prep. Madit Mu scores it for Trinity. 40-35, Minnesota Prep on top by 5. Jawan Grant, 3 ball is good. Grant with 3 threes in the second half, 4 on the contest. And he's got a game-high 14. Stolen by Adrian Sprinkles, and he scores it. The lead is now 10, 45-35. Minnesota Prep trying to open this thing up. Zaba Bengala to Madit Mu. Tray ball, no good. Rebound, Richard Edwards to Adrian Sprinkles. Back to Edwards. No good. Offensive rebound by Decker. Shot no good. Decker gets another offensive rebound. All right, so we've got timeout on the floor. Coach Lucas Patterson calls for a full timeout with 7:24 to go in the game. And our score is Minnesota Prep 45, Trinity International 35. That's their largest lead of the contest thus far. We hope you're enjoying day 2 of the Rising Sun Showcase, live from Glendale Community College in Phoenix, Arizona. A grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports. We will be right back. Minnesota Prep basketball, Jawan Grant, 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Kevin Giles. And we've got a foul. A foul committed by Lakai Patterson. That is his 3rd. Team 4th. Stolen, Lakai Patterson. Richard Edwards in transition, and he's fouled. A foul committed by Dacian Nix. That is his 2nd, team 6th. And to the free throw line, shooting 2, Richard Edwards. Edwards makes the first. And Edwards makes the second. And that pushes the lead out to 12, 47-35, the biggest advantage of the game so far by Minnesota Prep. Dangerous time for Trinity Prep. They've got to try to keep this thing contained. Dacian Nix, shot no good. James Flippin just into the contest, gets the rebound. And the show begins. LeVar Ball in the building. LeAngelo Ball in the building. Mama Ball in the building. I don't even know her first name. Tina Ball. And perhaps most importantly, the cameras are in the building. That means the show will commence soon. Meanwhile, we've got a basketball game and we've got a foul on the floor. A foul committed by James Flippin. That is his first, team fifth. And at the free throw line, Zaba Bengala makes the first, and he makes the second. (47-37). Minnesota Prep on top by 10. Lakai Patterson dishes to Edwards, blocked from behind by Gabriel War. And War called for the foul. That is his first, team 7. So Edwards at the line, he makes the first of 2. And Edwards makes both. The lead is back to 12, 49-37. 6:30 to go in the contest. Steal by James Flippin. Adrian Sprinkles misses it, and Madit Moore with the rebound. Marit Moo with the rebound. Zaba Bengala, finger roll going the other way. Richard Edwards, and it's stolen by Madit Moo. Madit Moo makes a couple of really good plays on consecutive possessions, and then makes a tough pass that Dacian Nix cannot reel in. The ball will go over to Minnesota Prep. James Flippin flips one in. It's his first basket of the afternoon. So everything going Minnesota Prep's way right about now. They're up by 12, largest margin of the contest. 51-39 with 5:48 to go. Lakai Patterson being guarded by Dacian Nix. He kicks it to Flippin. Tray ball, no good. Gabriel War with the rebound for Trinity. Nix with the long pass to Marlon Leston. Solon, Richard Edwards. He tries to get it to Lakai Patterson and can't. Pass was at Patterson's shin, and Patterson just couldn't reel it in. Trinity basketball, 5:23 to go. Trailing by 12, 51-39. Kevin Giles, ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Minnesota Prep. Zaba Bengala at the top of the key, drives the lane, and he took steps. And so Minnesota Prep trying to take full control of this contest. 51-39, 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in the contest. Juwan Grant into the front court. Grant has been a real spark plug for Minnesota Prep. 14 points on the game, 11 in the second half. And Juwan Grant, right on cue, scores it again. He's got 13 in the second half. Gabriel War with the reverse layup. Dacian Nix with the assist. War blocks that shot, but I think we've got a foul on the play. It may have been before the shot. Foul is on Zaba Bengala. That is his 5th and the team's 8th. To the line shooting 2, Adrian Sprinkles. Edwards makes 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. And Lakai Patterson expected Jawan Grant to dive down. Grant instead floated back up, and the pass goes out of bounds. Trinity possession. Down 13, 54-41. Dacian Nix for 3, no good. Jawan Grant with the rebound. He gets it to Adrian Sprinkles. Sprinkles goes at Nix, and it's blocked. Rebound, Kevin Giles. He gets it to Gabriel Ward. Passes a little bit too tall. And it's pretty tough to make a pass too tall for a guy who's 7'1". Minnesota Prep basketball. 3:56 to go in the contest. Up 13, 54-41. Adrian Sprinkles, deep right wing. Tray ball on the way, it's good. Adrian Sprinkles extends the lead to 16, 57-41. Dacia next to Gabriel Ward for the dunk. Dacia Nix with the assist. A perfect pick and roll there, executed by Trinity Prep. But it's starting to look like it may be too little, too late. Minnesota Prep will retain possession. Ball last touched by Trinity. 3:07 left. 57-43 is our count. Lakai Patterson. He is actually being guarded by Gabriel Ward after a switch. Jawan Grant to James Flippin. Flippin spins, puts it up, no good, gets the offensive rebound. Shot blocked from behind by Marlon Leston, and Leston picks up the rebound. So Leston with the block and a rebound on the same play. Gets it to Dacia Nix, and Leston rewarded for the block, the rebound, and running the floor with a dunk. Assist, Dacia Nix. Nix has really picked it up in the assist category, although his offense is still struggling. He's got 6 assists, all in the second half. And how did Lakai Patterson put that ball in the basket? Almost an impossible angle, but Lakai Patterson made it work. Kevin Giles called for his 4th foul, and that is the 9th on the team. And Patterson completes the 3-point play. 60-45. The lead is 15 for Minnesota Prep. Dacia Nix. Stolen. Aaron Moore to Jawan Grant to Adrian Sprinkles. Layup is good. And Minnesota Prep pulling away in this one, much like they did yesterday. War went for the tip dunk, missed it. Aaron Moore with the long rebound. And very quietly, the arena is starting to fill up. Yesterday, we had a capacity crowd, and looks like we're getting close to that again today. They are gathering in anticipation of what I call the show. Spire Academy, led by LaMelo Ball, Rocket Watts, and Isaiah Jackson. Dacia Nix to Kevin Giles. 3-ball is good. 3-ball for Giles, and the 7th assist for Dacian Nix. So Nix is heated up, but it's definitely looking like it's not going to be enough. Trinity down 14. James Flippin moves baseline. Blocked by Gabriel War. Akoy Mangold blocked by Gabriel War. War with back-to-back blocks. And then Mangold, just into the game, steps on the end line. Zaba Bengala for three, no good. Offensive rebound, Kevin Giles. He gets it back to Bengala. War gets an offensive rebound, loses possession. Dacian Nix forces a hell ball. And the arrow favors Minnesota Prep. 1:08 left in the contest. And the lead is 14. Minnesota Prep 62, Trinity International 48. If you're Coach Greg Lockridge, you've got to like the emergence of Gabriel War, who has played a strong second half. Kai Patterson to James Flippin. And a 3-second call on Flippin. Turnover will give the ball back to Trinity International. 1 minute left in the contest. Foul committed by Lakai Patterson. That is his fourth, team sixth. Kevin Giles, free throw line jumper is good. Dacian Nix just picked up his 8th assist. A foul committed by Madik Moo. That is his 3rd. And Minnesota Prep is now in the double bonus. Rudwan Rudy Tahir to the free throw line. He misses the first. He made 1 of 2 free throws in the first half. Let's see if he can make 1 of 2 again here after missing the first. Yes, he does. Tahir 2 for 4 from the free throw line for the day. He's got 2 points. Dacian Nix drops it off to Gabriel War. Powerful dunk there by War. And that's 9 assists for Nix. Nix working hard in the backcourt trying to get a steal. Instead, he will be called for a foul, his 3rd. So to the free throw line, shooting 2, Amon Decker. Decker misses the first. 63-52, Minnesota Prep up by 11. And he misses both. Akoy Mangold goes for the tip dunk. Gabriel War with the rebound. Up to Dacian Nix. Zaba Bengala to Kevin Giles, no good. Rebound, Aaron Moore. We got 6 seconds left. James Flippin, they don't even have to get into the front court. That'll do it. Our final score, Minnesota Prep 62, Trinity International 63, Trinity International 52. And our player of the game is number 1, Jawan Grant. Grant scored 16 points off the bench including 4 threes to help ignite Minnesota Prep, who came out rather sluggishly, but they turned it on towards the end. All right, so we will turn our attention now to Jawan Grant, our player of the game for Minnesota Prep. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On a great individual performance and a great win, 63-52 over Trinity International. You guys were really sluggish. It just looked like you were in quicksand all day. Lakai couldn't get off. You came off the bench and gave the team a huge spark with 3 3-pointers in the second half, 14 points in the second, 16 for the game. So everybody could hear Coach Lucas Patterson. He was getting into you guys at the half. What was he most upset about?
How we weren't playing together as a team. We were being selfish, not helping on defense. We was playing sloppy, and he just told us to get out there and play how we play.
So in the second half, you hit a couple of really big threes, and it just looked like you guys relaxed, and all of a sudden you were playing basketball again. How important for you was it to be able to contribute by getting those threes that'll loosen up the defense a little bit and get everybody back in gear?
It was very important. I know my role is to come off the bench and spark this team. So it was very important. I had to knock down a couple. It was letting me shoot, so I just kept shooting, and it was falling.
So it's almost time for the postseason. You guys have made the grind session top 9. You're assured of a spot in the international championships. How do you think you guys are preparing? Do you think you're ready? You think you're ready to make some noise in the championships?
I think we're going to shock a lot of people. I think we can go really far in the playoffs.
All right. Well, we will have the opportunity to see. Congratulations to Jawan Grant, our player of the game. 2 tough wins over the weekend for Minnesota Prep. So up next, the show has arrived. It is Spire Academy. They will take on Arizona Compass. We've got about 8.5 minutes before that begins. Day 2 of the Rising Sun Showcase live here from Glendale Community College. Don't go anywhere. We've got 2 great games left to end the weekend.